So, waiting for the arson investigators to come to do their thing, take a report. Found my bus in this condition this morning after 3 days of turmoil with community kids that have been busting the windows and me chasing them through their homes and telling their parents to keep them off my property. Me getting arrested Friday for theoretically brandishing a weapon, threatening them, which I've never owned a weapon. I was never trained to kill anybody, never aimed a weapon at anyone. But I was charged, put in jail Friday, came back, started putting a community meeting together for today to talk about adolescent trouble, vandalism, arson, all that sort of thing. But I come out this morning and now my bus is burnt to the ground, and everything I worked for the last 25 years since getting out of the medicine and full-time surgery, saving lives, I decided to go do disaster response and help folks. And one disaster after another, one job program after another. This bus has been around the country helping thousands of people. Thousands of vets have gotten at least orientated to what the bus is all about. We trained vets, about 100 of them in Colorado, took them camping, weatherized homes out there, built a log cabin out there, joined Team Rubicon when they spun up for disaster response. We responded with them to Hurricane Sandy 2012. We rolled the tools from here to Chicago to into New York and set up the FOB and rolled out the first all-hands response for Team Rubicon nationally to a disaster. Made some history with the bus then. Well, we had Bill Clinton on the bus, getting a debrief on how we do disaster response. Yeah. Bit of history. The last mission, we brought it back here to Detroit after a national tour demonstrating how it ran on used cooking oil, and we just collected it from restaurants, filtered it on board, and ran it around the country demonstrating sustainable disaster response and how we could do it using just the materials available in a disaster. When we went to Katrina, you had to drive hours out to get fuel, and then it was $5 a gallon. Sandy, it was being rationed. We didn't have a problem with our fuel. Anyway, after bringing it back to Detroit and that national tour, we partnered with Blight Busters and bought Vetsville here, started to gut it out to get ready to do job training, service projects, disaster response training, sustainable energy training. We were just finishing purchasing the building next door so that we could bring in our biodiesel and grease conversion so we could run everything on sustainable energy. Bought the lots next door and put the shipping container farm here to demonstrate again how to use sustainable energy to grow food 365 days a year. This was in Mishta, Redec, and Resurge, Detroit. And a lot of people got behind putting this farm box here, and we were just going to be putting our first plants in it this year. And the last mission the bus went on was actually 2014. Yeah, it's been almost 4 years this next month. We were invited to be part of the Dearborn Memorial Day Parade, and we escorted a Vietnam veteran just been returned. His remains returned from Vietnam, and they were just repatriating him in the parade. So we escorted him through the parade and to his family. And we parked it here to rebuild Vetsville and get going on using the Blight of Detroit as boot camp for disaster, and throwing a sustainable business plan around it so we wouldn't have to pay for the energy to keep all this rolling. We'd do it all green. That's in jeopardy when things like this happen. Makes it more in jeopardy when the community responds to you defending your property peacefully and confronting them at the street level with, I'm right here, please don't, leave my property alone. I'm not an angry or violent person, but man, if this had happened to somebody else, who knows what would have happened to those kids that I kicked off this bus 3 days ago that were kicking out the windows. Well, now there's no more windows to kick out. There's no more bus. But if those families had anything to do with it, there won't be any more families either. So this doesn't go anywhere good from here unless we all decide to make changes. I guess I got to decide what I got to change to keep doing this. I guess I need more help. That's the first change. Get some more video here. Get this place built out and occupied full time, and so the community can truly appreciate what this and all of this effort is really truly represents. I don't know if it'll ever happen. I just keep swinging for the fences. All right, I'm out.